Today we're going to make Shiro, which is known as Ethiopia's comfort food. Here I have the powder, and this will turn into something that is almost like a soup that we eat with injera. Right? And you're tuned in today to Abasha flavor. Right? So here we have a saucepan. We have it about medium-high, and I'm going to go ahead and add olive oil, about 1/4 of a cup. Right. And we're going to let that heat up a little bit. We'll be using onions, a little bit of tomato, some garlic and ginger, sea salt, and then of course the Shiro powder and water will be added. So the oil's hot enough. So go ahead and start with adding the onions. And we're not using very many onions here. This is about 1/4 of a cup of onions. Those to get nice and brown. And we'll also can go ahead now and add the garlic and the ginger as well. The garlic here we have about a teaspoon. And then ginger we can use about the same amount. That to get nice and brown in the oil. Alright, so these are browning nicely, and we're going to go ahead and add the tomatoes. I'm just doing a little bit here. This is about 1/4 of a cup as well. So we can take this time out to talk a little bit about what Shiro is. Shiro comes as a powder, and it is dried chickpeas, onions, garlic. A lot of times there will also be some berbera powder in here as well. And every family, every person has maybe a little bit of a different way of making Shiro. But this is our family Shiro. This is actually from Ethiopia. And this is a great food during fasting time. It has a lot of protein because of the chickpeas powder. Lots of flavor because it's already there dried, even the salt is already added. And really all you need to do technically is add water and stir, but this is how you would usually make it at home. You'll find this eaten in most Abasha families' homes, even for breakfast or a snack. And this is probably the most commonly eaten Abasha dish. And so it looks like this is sauteing down pretty well. So we're going to go ahead and add some water to this mix. I'm going to do about 3 cups of water. So 1, 2, 3 cups. And now we're going to let the water boil. Alright, so now it looks like we have it at a really good boil. So I'm going to go ahead and whisk in the Shiro powder. That was a cup. And I'm going to turn the heat down so it doesn't boil over. Looks like we put maybe a little bit too much Shiro powder in for the water. So I'm going to add just a tiny bit of water. This It's one of those dishes that definitely takes a little bit of discretion, so you just need to sort of use your own judgment while making it. It is really runny as it's warm, and then as it cools down, it thickens up. That was probably half a cup. And lastly, I'm going to put a little bit of cardamom in there. And cardamom. We can also add a little bit more at the end to freshen it up. And I'm going to cover it and just let it simmer. So it's been cooking for about 5 minutes. It does really bubble up, so be careful when you take the lid off to stir it. So you can see there, get nice stir it because it will kind of stick to the bottom a little, kind of scraping the bottom a little bit as I stir. The thing about shiro is you want to make sure that you let it cook at least 10 minutes, let it simmer so it doesn't, chickpeas can be pretty rough on your stomach, so you just want to make sure that you cook it really well. So looks really good. And cover it back up again and let it simmer for about another 5 minutes. Go ahead and take the lid off. So be careful because it's definitely going to be bubbling a lot. Stir it one last time here. We're going to go ahead and turn the heat off. And here we have our plate of injera. Shiro is best served very warm. And it's kind of go ahead and cover it up so it can stay nice and warm. Alright. And here we go. I'm going to take my delicious shiro. It's freezing cold outside, and this is the best thing I could be eating right up. Bon appetit! Ciao!